Colts and the Houston Texans. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Check it back, check it back. Kill, kill, kill.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
We got 4. We got 4. Rush in.
To throw, it's Manning. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Delta.
Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike.
On first and 10, here's Manning. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
41's the Mike. 41's the Mike. Check, 41.
Go.
Mike 41. We got to win it.
Throwing again. Manning. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Now, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
70, Indy. Look at me, zipper. 2.
On third and long, it's Manning. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here first and 10 at their own 16.
Alert.
Taylor. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Here's Watson. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On first down, Taylor. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Watson. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And no timeout.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the slats. Watch the slat.
Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
2nd and 10. At the 9-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a handoff looking right. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Set. 18 Gator.
Check, 41. Go. Go.
On play action, it's Manning. And he's got his man on the out route. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Hey, Haywood.
Throwing on first down is Manning. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
41's coming. 41's the mic. I got one. 41 mic. Right here. 41 mic. Rip right.
Hey, Echo.
Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. 5.
Throwing on third and long. Manning. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the second time. No score after one on EA Sports. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They run with Taylor. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss, here's 2nd and 12 from the 18.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
From the gun, here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Come on, set. 30 base. Hey, high 7.
41's coming. 41 the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Working from the gun. Manning. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Down. 60 outlaw.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Shoot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Christian, Travis.
41 Mike. Come on. You better bring it. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check, check, check 41. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Fire.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Manning. Got an open man. That's Campbell. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. And he's top 5 in the league. terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
They fake the handoff. Now Manning. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Dancing away at the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people down.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So 2nd and long. All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set. 10 Lobo. Smooth.
On first down, Madden. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Look at me. Go. Ready?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Oh, here we go.
And Alpha.
41's the mic. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Bang.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Madden. He's got Mason complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like it's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Watch twist.
On 2nd and 11 now. Madden. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
General West.
Under 10. Check 3.
Five.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
We got this.
At their own 21-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Let's go, defense. Who we got? 58, boys, 58.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now 3rd down and 3.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Dillon. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
40 on Mike. I don't think you got it, Ted. 41's the Mike. 41's the Mike. Check, go.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Madden nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Ready?
50. Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Slam, slam, slam. Check nine, check nine.
Bravo.
Hey, 50.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Madden looking for Campbell down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Taylor. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Set. 19.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. Houston. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta. Mike 50, Mike 50. You.
To throw again. Manning. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Catch made by Slayton. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Set.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey. 4 down. Check. Shift. Watch the shift.
Manning now to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check safety. Check. Show it. Check your hot read. Hey,
On play action. Now Manning. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Exit. Five.
Again, they'll throw with Madden. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
18. He's heavy on the edges. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Deep grip.
Now Manning. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Exit. 20. 25. Here I come.
Watson off play action. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Hey, 31. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Back to throw, Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On 2nd and 9, Watson, and his throw here's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, 59! Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Out of the gun, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
On second down, it's Taylor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And back at the 8 now, 3rd and goal.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Hey, 59!
Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jordan Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Come on, set, 8, read.
Double time. Double time. 4 down. 4 down.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 50. Mike 50.
Hit it.
From midfield, here's Manning. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
And the Colts first down.
Manning now on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Ready?
On play action, it's Manning. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
To throw on 3rd down, Manning. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10. And this results in 6. Touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
take over first and 10
baby, let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey!
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Ricky.
Throwing again. Manning. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
First down, Indianapolis.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10.
Mike 50. He don't know no better. Hey.
Five.
Again, it's Manning. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Five.
Mike's 50. Man out. Mike 50.
Protein spill.
Hey, turn it up.
Hey, seam six. Get it.
To throw again. Manning. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Check.
61, matchbox lights.
50. Check tight. He's checking. Crash. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Shift.
Deep dribble.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Manning. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before the break, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Darius Slayton. incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got
54.
58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Here's Watson. A final shot before break. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
That's complete to Slayton. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On first down, it's Watson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And to give this time to the tailback. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
4 down, even. 58, boys, 58.
24.
Here we go. 58, right over there, right over there.
Watson now to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys to try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
Batted away by the rookie out of Kentucky, Lonnie Johnson. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Manning. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ward. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Now Manning. Over the middle complete. It's Ward. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
First down, Colts.
On first down, Manning. And he will find his man on the outside. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Break.
41's the mic. It's a party now.
Shoot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to roam now. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
Let it.
Hey, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh?
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hatchet, Hatchet. 49, check 49, check 49.
Now.
Banjo.
Hey, Mike.
Get it.
Throwing on 2nd down. Manning. That is caught inside the 5. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. They come up in an offset eye. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Manning now on 3rd and goal. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run with Taylor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's Watson. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
It's our time. It's our time.
And he'll give it here to his running back. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And it's taken in at the 9. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Back now in Houston. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Ready, ready. 50, plant.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
Ready, ready.
Campbell making the catch. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Set, ready. 30 base.
Check, 41. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Mike 41.
Move.
Right.
Mike 41. Mike 41.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Manning. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Throwing is Manning. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough.
Go.
Manning to throw for it on 4th. And it is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 41-yard line.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. He may try and run. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnovers.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
So the fumble recovery, and now Manning on the crossing route, complete. That's Ward. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now Manning again. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18.
Ready.
Check 41. Watch the out.
Again, they'll throw with Manning. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off, the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Manning. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Set. 19. 58. Come on. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
The give to Taylor. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. The Texans on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
You gotta get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with, a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Yep.
65. Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Shoot.
Following the fumble recovery, Manning. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 42. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. It's them with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
50 set. 18. Watch the run. Watch the run. Time up.
On 2nd and 9. Watson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Huge article in their local paper this morning saying how the 4 interceptions last week led them to that victory. Here they haven't been able to come up with one, and they're losing. Probably not a coincidence.
I don't think so at all. I think you're spot on, but maybe they put a little extra pressure on themselves because the 4 interceptions last week, victory. Right now, no interceptions in this game. Had a chance for one, missed it, and they're losing. Probably feeling the pressure right now.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Manning. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
From the gun, it's Manning. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
On 3rd down, Manning. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Extra 19!
Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And when you break it down, you know, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Texans, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.